ask for help. When it comes to your relationships, especially maybe with your significant other, it can be one of the most difficult things to face. Sam Nabil is a licensed professional counselor, and he's here with some guidelines, maybe a little bit of relationship help. Sam, good to see you.
Good to see
nice
you.
to meet you today. So you're in a relationship. What are some of the red flags that people should look for? Like, maybe I can't solve this problem on our own as a couple or in the relationship.
Right, so the biggest one I typically see is, I like to call it stepping outside the relationship, and people typically look at me weird like, oh, do you mean infidelity? And no, that's not what I mean. That could be extra rounds of golf, or spending too much time watching football, or spending too much time with the ladies out in the bar. So the point that I'm trying to make here is, if you're not facing towards your partner in the relationship, if you're not feeling able to go speak with them, to express your concerns to them, if you're trying to find distractions outside the relationship, then that would be the biggest red flag that I would like to advise people to find professional help.
Okay, so because if you're in that type of relationship, you should feel comfortable talking to your significant other.
That's the whole point of being in a relationship, is to be able to take these concerns to your partner and have them addressed with your partner. Otherwise, then you're not really in a relationship with your partner, you're in a relationship with your golf buddies
or your girlfriends, right. So what are some of the biggest reasons that you see in your business for people wanting to get help or needing to get help?
It's both hopeful and sad at the same time, I would have to say, because most of the people we see for relationship counseling come in maybe 5 or 6 years later than they needed to.
Oh, okay.
That's actually also in the research, we find that typically most people come in like 5 or 6 years after the trouble has already happened. But typically it's a point where they have been in a cyclical type of issue. It happens, they try to resolve it, it doesn't work out, they kind of give themselves some time, some patience, and then it keeps happening again. And at some point, at least one of the two partners just can't do it anymore, and then they're like, well, maybe we'll just go see a therapist. We're able to help in a lot of these cases, and some of these cases, because they're just so late in, it's very difficult to help with.
Does that make it more difficult if it is like an ingrained thing that's been happening for such a long time?
I mean, that is what we would expect. That is exactly how a marital problem or a relationship problem would look like, regardless of how people like each other, love each other, how long they've been together. So it's not so much that, it's if resentment has built up for a very long time, because a lot of times people would come kind of to give it a shot, and their heart is not really in it at that point.
Well, that leads to another question. What if one person in the relationship says we need to go to a counselor, but the other one refuses or isn't up for it? Right. How do you deal with that?
I mean, my advice would always be for the person who wants to find the help to go get the help, right? Like we cannot control the behavior of other people, and that's actually very good. I mean, I hate the word advice, but it's very good advice for people in relationships as well. You cannot control what your partner does, you can't control what your friends do, you can't control what your parents do, you can only control what you do.
And quickly, we just have a little bit of time left. What's the best way for someone to find the right counselor? Online, ask friends, what do you find?
That will depend on the person who's looking, of course. I mean, I would say online. I would like to add here that finding a good therapist is sort of like dating around.
Oh, so you might need to go to one or two before you find the right one?
You might even need to go to many more than that.
Really? Okay.
Right. And so, because it is a human relationship at the end of the day, we need to be able to build a very good bond with our client to be able to help them. And that can only happen if you like us, and sometimes you just go to a therapist and they're really good and you just hate their guts.
Yeah. That's people, right? Sam Nabil, this is really helpful. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Pleasure's all mine, Sheila. Thank you very much.
Now it's time to check the weather. Here's Paul Poteet. Thanks.